Hello, class. My name is Duane Rilli, and this is my first assignment video walking you through assignment one. So, for our number one, our first problem, this will retrieve books from the book inventory where the MRP, the list price, is between $500 and $2,000. So, our select right here retrieves the book title, description, price, and the date it was added. The from specifies which table it's coming from, the book inventory, and our where filters the results to only include the book with MRP between $500 and $2,000. So let's run it. Here's our table. It shows, see our MRPs right here. Both of these books are more than $500, less than $2,000. Okay, so for number two here, this will calculate the total price, discount total, and final item total for each order. Then it only returns rows where the final item total is greater than 500, and it will sort the item total in descending order. Our select right here will retrieve the basic details for each order, the item ID, item price, discount amount, and quantity. Next, it calculates the total price right here, and then it computes the total discount applied right here as total discount. And lastly, it calculates the final price after discount. Our from retrieves the data from the reader's order item table, and our where filters only returns the rows where the item total is greater than 500, and the order by is that's the one that will sort it from highest to lowest in our item total right here. So descending order. Let's run it, see if it works. Okay, here it is. And you see our item total is descending from highest to lowest. Okay, so for number three here, this will retrieve today's date in three different formats. So, like you said on our homework, it's today's date, so it won't match the example that you gave us on one. Our first one, the now, will return today's date in the default format. This next one, it still has now, so it'll give us today's date right now, but it will convert it to day, month, year format. And our last one will convert it to month, year format. So let's take a look. Today's date, this is the your default format right here. Our other format that is day, month, year, and our last format that is just month and year. Okay, so for number four, this will retrieve the first name, last name, and address details, the address, city, state, zip code, and it from retrieves it from the readers table. We have a join here that links the readers to the readers' addresses using reader ID. And last, the where, it will filter only the results that match this email right here, davidgoldstein@hotmail.com. So we should only retrieve the names of the person that has this email. So let's take a look. And both David Goldstein. Okay, so for number five, this will retrieve the first, last name, and the billing address. So here's our address, our street, our city, state, zip code. And the from specifies the reader table as the main source, and we're using the alias R. The join joins the reader's address table and matches each reader's billing address ID with its corresponding address ID in reader's addresses. This ensures only billing addresses, not the shipping addresses, are retrieved. Take a look. We'll run it. Okay. Here is our results. Okay, then so for problem number 6, what this does is it retrieves the order details for each reader, including the order date, book title, item price, discount, and quantity ordered. It joins the readers' orders, readers' order items, and the book inventory tables, and it links the readers to their order and the book they purchased. Our select right here retrieves the reader's full name, order date, book title, item price, discount amount, and quantity ordered. The from specified as the reader's table and uses the alias R. Our first join joins reader's order table and we use the alias ROO so we can kind of keep track of our different tables that we're joining. And we match it using reader ID. Our next join joins the reader's order item, ROI, and links each order to the item purchased using order ID. Our next join joins the book inventory. We use the alias B for that one, and it links the order item to the book detail using book ID. And then last, we use the order by to sort it. So we're going to sort it by the last name alphabetically, the order date, earliest to latest, and book title alphabetically. And we're going to run it so we can see that the last names are alphabetical. And for Alan Sherwood, he has 3 orders. And you can see that is also ordered earliest to latest. For number 7 here, this will find books that share the same MRP, the same price, but they are not the same book. So we're going to use a self join of the book inventory table to compare each book's MRP with other books on the table. So we're comparing the same table, but what we're going to do is we're going to split it into 2 aliases. So the first, we select book title and the MRP. Next, from the first instance of the book inventory, and we're going to label it B1. We'll use this to compare it with the same book inventory, but the second instance, which will be B2. So as you see, we join B1 and B2. The on right here, this matches that the books have the same MRP. This will ensure that we only return books with the same price. This one, the end right here, this is the important line right here. This will ensure that the 2 books are different because the book ID must not be the same. Without this condition right here, each book would match itself in the join. And then the order, we order it by alphabetically. So let's run it. Let's make sure that works. So these 2 books have the same price. The titles are different though. Robotics for Dummies and Robotics for Programming. And they're ordered alphabetically. All right, so for the last one, number 8, what this does is it will determine whether each order has been shipped or not shipped by checking the ship date column if it has a value. If it has a ship date, we will label it as shipped. If it doesn't have a ship date, we will label it as not shipped. And then the results will be combining both of those sections right there. So for the first select right here, the shipped, this creates a column for the status if it is shipped. And then it also gives us the order ID and order date. The from is it retrieves it from the reader's orders, and where is it's the ship date is not null. So make sure that it has a ship date because if it doesn't have a ship date, that will be labeled as null on the table. Our union right here combines the results from both queries, ensuring that they share the same columns and data types. And so our second one is our not shipped one, and we'll show the ship status as not shipped. Also give us the order ID and order date. It retrieves it from the same table, reader's order, but this one, it goes from where the ship date is null. So we'll look on the table to look for the null for the ship date and order it the same as by the order date. Let's run it. So as you see, it gives us items that are shipped and not shipped, and it sorts it by the order ID. And that is all the problems for homework 1. Thank you very much.